Hello and welcome back for more gaming with me. How you getting on? My background's a bit of a pain, but never mind. Yeah, so tonight we're back, but we're playing something else. We're playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, yes. Because I was playing Watch Dogs last night, and you know I got to pretty much to the end, right before the final mission, I think. And then the system crashed, the game crashed. Put this music off. The game crashed, and when I restarted it, I double checked it after I'd gone out of stream. When I restarted it, it had wiped my game progress back to like hours before. So I'm not going to be playing that game for a little while until they fix that particular problem. Although I'm not very far from the end. Until they fix that problem, I'm not going to be playing Watch Dogs, so we won't get to the end of it quite yet. But we are going to play this. Assuming it's all working okay. Just checking because my capture card's been a bit funny, but we should have a solution to that relatively soon. And this is the game. It's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And we're going to play it in just one moment. So yes, I did try quite a bit of it. I've actually played for about 4 hours or so on a different save. But we're not going to go with a different save. We're going to watch it from the beginning, right? Or would you rather I just start with this one? No. Let's have a new game. Yeah, fine, my previous save will be deleted. We'll go with Explorer, and we'll go with Vikinger. And we'll stick with Assassin. I'm not going to go for the really hard ones, but it's interesting the way they've done some of those settings. Actually quite good. Some of those different settings are quite nice. Anyway, see when everything goes bright, my background just absolutely messes up.
Silence, you children of
Silence!
gods, and heed my tale.
Yeah, we're also looking to get something which will give me the sort of 4K pass-through and just a generally smoother...
All was dark. There was no sand.
Hopefully a smoother kind of run through
sea,
on here, because sometimes this goes a bit
earth, nor sky,
funny. Thank you very much for the host.
nor wind,
Yeah, my background, when it's a bit brighter,
till fire
because I'm not
that
very far away from the thing,
gasping void.
goes all weird. But that's alright.
And from this screen came the giant.
So yeah, this is me. I have played a couple hours of this, as I say. To be fair, the first couple hours of this, you don't get to do an awful lot. Oh, you'll see. I shouldn't say that, should I? You get to enjoy the atmosphere of the game.
The world was made.
Brains?
The world you walk and war upon.
See, and it goes like that, then it's really messed up.
There you are.
There you are! So this is me, this is us. As a child. Young Eivor. Where am I going? That door there. And in this game you can choose to be either male or female. An interesting way that you do it. Or you can choose to be... it's some sort of mode where you can be one or the other depending on who's strongest at the time. So... I'll probably give that one a shot. Oh, I have to wait here, that's right. He has to talk to his dad.
Go.
He has to get his dad's permission to... You know, you have to get your dad's permission, Shizu.
Yes, good. Come, Eivors.
So it depends who you've chosen.
Did you find the ring?
Okay, the first little while of the game is very much introduction and getting to know how the game works. There are some slight changes in say slight. There are some pretty big changes in the combat for this game. But I've been enjoying it, although it takes a bit of getting used to for some of the fights. But you do still have a lot of the old Assassin's Creed stuff in there.
You will be the court that unite our people. I'm so proud of you, Eivor.
And you still have the viewpoints, obviously, because you know it's Assassin's Creed.
not bother. Stay lucid,
You can have a dance, I'm not going to bother. Don't crush me, I did it. I did it when I
ready to fight.
So nice.
tried things out earlier.
To folk at home.
Ah!
Oh, no drink in
You're
your
a child.
fist? Come on, I'll find you something.
A child allowed to drink? Did they let children drink in there?
Oh, what a piece. That must be worth 2 sturdy longships. Give it here.
No.
I'll pass it on.
My father asked
I'm not giving that to you.
figures.
Suit yourself. But you're not
Oh, what a
getting
shame.
any mead.
That'll be terrible. No mead for the child. I can play with, I don't know what this is. It's like a ball of wool or something. I'm entirely sure. And look, if I go that way, I'm invisible and the ball's just bumping up and down. Anyway, that's as far as we need to go with that. Here are his parents. Slightly square face. His mother has.
So, you have the ring?
He has the ring.
This was
The
for
ring.
your grandfather.
The ring.
The battle on the Northern Way.
To Mordor we will take you. No wait.
Yes.
Can we show Sigurd the canstones stacked yesterday?
It doesn't make me invisible, but playing does. Apparently, if you play with that fluffy ball, it makes you invisible. Oh, well, somebody just died. Did he get up again? I don't see anybody struggling to get up there.
You have a gift to deliver.
Did that person actually die? That's the question we want to know. Did he die? I guess we'll never know.
Eivor, wait.
Guess we'll never know.
Go!
The true king!
The true
King in the north. No wait. That's not this, is it? Skull. Skull.
Eivor.
Yes.
King,
Here's a ring.
may our clans be forever
He didn't
bonded
quite say it
in
right, did he?
friendship and love.
Thank you, Eivor. Now and forever,
Are his dad and the king relatives in some way? They do look very similar. Yeah, let's hear the music. Let's hear you singing.
On ocean steed, my words gain wings.
It's catchy, isn't it?
Odin's mead I forth will bring.
After he's drunk too much of it, usually.
For noble deeds that honor
Yes.
sing. The brave men slain Valkyrian
Valkyries.
ways. Rewards for strain to Valhalla take.
I didn't realise it was going to be a musical.
Sound the mighty horn.
When I got the game, I didn't realise it was going to be a musical.
For those who fight.
Who fall? Like all of us. We're under attack!
Ready yourself, men!
Ah! You got to stand there. You can't fight the people. Where did the king go anyway? Did he go and hide somewhere? Or is he going to fight as well? Right, is there... Before I go out there... Because we will. Yeah, look, so the person that fell off there
It is foretold. The curtains are raised.
didn't fall in the fire, apparently.
Nothing is true until it is severed from the branches of Yggdrasil.
Some people worrying. So we're going outside regardless, even though we were told not to. Here, don't go outside, there's a big fight going on. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Jeez. Went straight for that kid without even the briefest worry, didn't he? Let's go. Pretty brutal combat though, I have to say. Dismemberment for I think the first time in an Assassin's Creed game, isn't it? Oh, there goes my background again.
Right. Go.
It's annoying. Yes, pick up that sword that's bigger than you. I'm sure you'll be able to do something with it. As it turns out, yeah. Nice. Nice little distraction there. Oh, and Sigurd helped us. The game is very loud. I'm going to turn it down a touch on here. Just because it's a bit louder than... it's louder than me. Oh, here we go.
Now it's my turn to offer
Caught.
Accept your fate. Die a coward here before your people, and I will spare the rest.
That's a good point, you know.
Do not listen.
Is that if he was to give up his life like this, in terms of their beliefs, he wouldn't go to Valhalla.
You have my word.
And yet he's willing to do it
No, Aaron.
because he thinks this guy will let his family and friends live. What do you think the chances of that are? Oh, look! Chances of that are 0. But we're out of here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but we're going to actually get shot down. I'm not sure how hitting that guy would knock the horse over. That's not good, is it? It's all painful. Perpetual northern lights as well. The light from that is coming right at me, so... Oh, can we get the axe? Before that wolf that I saw at the water gets to us. No, we can't. No, we can't. Game volume's louder than what I've got it set to. There we go. Hopefully that should be alright. And then we got all this glitchy stuff. With the head and everything rocking. Give me just 1 second, I just need to...
What was that? I'm seeing 2 different data streams overlapped in the same DNA. Not sure why.
Fix this or pull me out.
I can parse the streams with a filter. Hold on. Okay, we're good.
Are we good?
I don't know what happened.
Are
but
we
I can
good?
work around it. You'll
I don't
have
know.
to pick a stream to keep things stable. There's a third option too. I can let the animus modulate
So,
your
yeah,
identity
because this is kind of a strange option, right? So we can either be female or male. In my other game, my off-stream game that I kind of tried it out on, I chose the male one. However, I'm going to choose this, just to see exactly how this works. Let the animus choose.
All right, I'll lock it in and push ahead to a time where these
So
streams
apparently
are
it
more
chooses the
synchronized.
best person based on their strength right now. I don't know how exactly it decides that. So we start with the female Eivor.
How long have you been chasing me, Wolf-Kissed? 17 winters?
So I don't know how it decides that. That'll be interesting to know if it's based on how I level the characters up, I suppose. But if I'm playing as one, then I can't be leveling the other one up. And by the way, my background's just an absolute disaster. I'd be better just not having it,
You
to be
remember
honest.
this? Ah, your father Sags.
All it's doing is messing up my face on the camera as well.
The scorn
I think it'd be better just to take it away, to be honest.
Ah, Few things would please me more than to kill with this blade.
Especially if the game's going to be bright.
'Cause I know you would defy me to the death.
Because all you're seeing
Fighting for a glorious end. That I will not allow.
is that background. Let's see how it looks once we actually play. It takes a little while for us to actually play, but
You
you know.
will live your final days and
We'll
fall
see.
a slave. Humiliated.
I'm trying to move myself. Maybe if I move myself to the right angle.
Kill the rest of our crew.
Just trying
Make
to see.
them
Maybe I can
suffer.
turn off some lights that might help.
Eivor Wolfkiss is no more.
No, that just makes it
name is
worse.
dead to this world.
And basically, you're just seeing my background now.
Silver.
Oh.
To the ship.
And the worse it gets, the worse that gets.
You move,
Oh, come on.
and I take your eyes. You hear me?
There we go, that's getting better now. So there we go.
Wind's blowing from the
We
south.
start the game.
We can tack
It's a
north,
female version of
not
Eivor.
west.
Oh, actually, I need to do something because I need to turn my heating down.
Now, what did I just tell you?
It's getting a bit warm. Oh yes, nice fighting style. He's gonna drown in chains. Nice, he's gonna get crushed. Well, that's what we want.
Kjotve will skin you alive.
You'll never leave
Never leave this.
this something island. He'll never leave the water, so that's good.
No feast for you, Sunan. My crew is in danger. You
So there we are. We are playing now. Well, the initial kind of part of things. So, use this. You can check for items you can pick up, or smash. Pick up money, pick up food that you can then put in like a ration box. Ration pouch, should I say. So there's food just there. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, you can get these berries as well. They help to raise our health. Our health is now full, so then you can stockpile food in ration packs. You've got to upgrade the ration pouch every now and again. Otherwise you can only like hold one ration. Essentially, so you can only heal. Yeah, and so before, you know, like when you were running in like Assassin's Creed, you'd hold the right trigger normally. If you do that with this, you do like a heavy attack. Which isn't a major problem. But, oh look, I'm stuck. I got stuck on something. Isn't that nice? Right, so now my rations are full. When I've got low health, press right, we can recover our health. That background's going to really distract me. So I can't collect any more food. The next step is to go up there. It seems like you can pretty much climb on any surface in this game. I was looking earlier, you could climb up like what look like sheer rock faces. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like there needs to be a bit more realism with regard to that, you know. Climbing bare-handed on sheer rocks seems unlikely. But, you know, you just got to suspend your disbelief a little bit. I could have shot an arrow at that deer that was over there, but I had no real need to. Right now we're going to go to a viewpoint, the staple of Assassin's Creed games everywhere. In fact, that's not even entirely true, is it? It is the staple of Assassin's Creed games everywhere, but it is in fact the staple of every single Ubisoft game. Well, okay, except Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs has... I'm gonna just put this off. It's just going to be a distraction the whole time. trying to adjust it just to see if it can... No, every time it's bright, and this game looks like it's going to be quite bright most of the time, we're going to have that issue. So I'm going to turn off... We can keep the background there, it doesn't really matter, but... where are we? So I've got to turn this off, it's going to drive me mad. I will remove that just now. And that still doesn't really work. Because now you've got a lot of extra. Right, we're going to just turn that off. It's not working right. And I can't be bothered being constantly concerned about my background. So that's going to be a bit better, I think. Just because that's going to annoy me. So there we go, we did a viewpoint. That's a viewpoint. Every Assassin's Creed has them. You know how it works by now. You can jump off. We don't do like like an eagle cry when we jump off things now, I've noticed as well, which is odd. So I'm just going to put my background like that because that's just going to annoy me. And pop this light on. That's better? Right, let's go. Plus now I can sit a bit more comfortably too. Right, so I expected, right, as you would in an Assassin's Creed game, that at this stage you can assassinate your targets. No. So if you're not careful and don't realise that you can't assassinate your targets here, it could be problematic. But because I now know that, I can just...
Already dead, fool.
Why did I just suddenly slow down so much? I've forgotten that that slows you down for that first fight, which is just an absolute pain, to be honest. Rations are full, we've got some arrows, we've got some other stuff. Let's move on. So yeah, I'll just turn off my chroma stuff just now because it's clearly... Chroma key stuff just now because it's clearly not working the way I wanted it to. That makes the camera worse. There we go. Right, my face is going to be purple, that's because we're doing that, I ate that chewing gum, you know? I ate that chewing gum that Violet Beauregard ate in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Sorry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, in fact. Well, I think she did in that as well, but one film's objectively better than the other. I'll let you be the judge of which one that could possibly be. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Right, so the easiest way for me to take them out would be with arrows.
They fight like berserkers. Eivor Wolf-Kissed killed a scorer more single-handed.
I'm here, mate. How's it going? Oh, you're dead. What a shame for him. Right, so yeah, some of the controls in the game are quite different from what you expect. Because now we've got a running motion which requires us to press in the left stick, which makes it feel a bit more like it's trying to do the whole, you know, like Call of Duty and all those games where you run by pressing in the stick. But then again, it is making it a bit more standard, I suppose, you know, because pretty much every game where you're running now, where you've got like a run function, you just run in using the left stick, so create some uniformity, I suppose. I got some fighting going on ahead.
There is fighting nearby.
I don't think the conversations that you have change based on which character, you know, which version of the character you are either. That doesn't seem to be a thing with regard to this.
I do. Slipped away in the sword clash.
Yeah, I think there's clearly way too much reflected light on this background because of where I am, because of the situation, mainly because of my display setup. So yeah, that was just causing problems. For this game, darker games would be fine, but this game just too bright, at least right now.
So the victory song is written about you.
I could storm the beach then, slay 24 men.
Yeah, see, he's more interested in doing that, isn't he? Because you know, that's the cooler thing for a warrior to do.
I will take the beach, a far more dangerous path. You search the longhouse for our crew. Oh, and here.
Me and all that purple chewing gum. Sorry.
Go. I'll meet you by the ship.
Turning purple. I'm just kidding. I'm not really. Okay, so this is the first kind of mission where you get to really get involved in the kind of fighting in the game, which, as I say, it has been changed quite a bit from what you might be used to. No more do you have the whole counter system.
Countless warriors crawl through Eivors' nest like lice. If I use the main gate, I may attract attention.
Now it is pretty much a kind of hack and slash. And probably, to be honest, I think a better sort of way, really. Right, so where we want to go with our bird, which is obviously a major feature of like every single Assassin's Creed game in the last, well, okay, of the last 3 Assassin's Creed games. Right, it's the Longhouse, that's where we need to go. But there is also some treasure inside this building. So I'm going to see if I can get that first before I start doing any of this. So yeah, right now we can't do like assassinations because we don't have the items to do them. So right now the fighting is very much just sort of straight hand-to-hand combat if you get too heavily involved in it. So instead we're going to try and remain undiscovered for a little while. Yes, I'd be interested to see how it changes, it decides who to play as. I don't know how it does that. It says obviously the strongest, but if you're only playing as one, you can't be leveling both up at the same time. So inside we go. If we press B, we climb down.
Squirm like that, and my axe will miss your neck. Unpleasant for both of us.
And then right now we've got a big fight to deal with one of the bad guys. I felt a bit Batman with those things up above. But I know pretty much this is entirely all you do here is just fight this guy, and it shows up the new fighting things a little bit better, I think. There's a lot of shadow with that light, isn't there? Don't like it. I just need to stop tweaking things.
Lay that axe aside or die by mine.
To stop tweaking things. Something falling on my chair.
Odin will be more than happy to receive you.
You just killed yourself, Erki.
Here we go, right, so lock onto the target. Now this is kind of the new combat system, is pretty much avoid his attacks and then attack him at the back end of them. And if we're not careful, we get smashed in the face with his weapon. Right, here he comes, he's going to charge at me now. Getting a few slashes and move away. You will consume stamina. When your stamina's run out, you need to just move away as quickly as you can. I wasn't close enough to hit him there, but we did get a couple of hits in anyway, so that's good. And go. Just get out of the way. It's pretty much the entirety of this combat. Oh, I didn't. Just realised there was a shield that I should have equipped and didn't. Oh, that was good. I didn't get that kind of fight with him. Why is it telling me to parry when I'm about a mile away from him? Do you know what? It's acting like I've got the shield even though I never equipped it. Okay, that fight was a lot easier. This fight was a lot easier than I remember it was the first time I tried it. He's dead. The first time I tried this, it took me 2 attempts and the fight was really tough. So, is this what it means by picking the person who's strongest? Because that battle went really easily.
Father.
But yeah, that was quite funny because there's actually, you were given a shield that you're supposed to equip. So you're supposed to equip that shield so that you could parry his attacks, so it would show you how that worked. But I never equipped the shield.
No! Pick up your axe!
So because I never equipped the shield, it still acted like I had it anyway. That's a bit of an oversight, guys. It's a bit of an oversight. We've got a white wolf and a person. Who's the person? Well, probably a god of some kind, right? I already know who it is, but I don't want to give it all away just yet. So there it is, it's Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life, right? I believe. Oh, we're being called. Being called back from our vision. Okay, so I had some kind of vision when I looked at my axe. I'm going to assume that that was just that the shield situation only happened with that section of the game, so I'm going to equip it just to be on the safe side. Also, we got some armour now that we can put on, which we didn't have before. Yeah, see, I was supposed to equip that, and I totally didn't, which was just silly. We're going to also switch that axe for this axe, because it's just a bit stronger. It's one bow we have. As I say, pop on the Raven Clan armour, pop on our hood / cloak, and we're pretty much ready to go. Quest, just that one. Yeah, okay. And that's our database and tutorials if we really want to look at any of that. I don't, so let's keep moving. Yeah, okay.
Listen here.
Maybe my wits were rattled, but we need to fight our way back to our ship. Come on.
We take back our ship.
You do not need to tell us
Just fill up on arrows. Didn't even need to use them against the guy earlier. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's all go. Oh, there's one right there already. So yeah, the fighting is pretty much just slash, 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 slash. Need to watch out, obviously, when other enemies are near you. You can smash their shields really easily as well with regular attacks. Oh, you missed. Oh, now you're dead. Next. It's quite easy to take them down. There are a lot of them. So yeah, initially when I tried this I thought the fighting was quite difficult, but actually now it doesn't seem that bad. There's something over that way in terms of treasure, but it's all the way over there, and I don't think that's where we want to go. Something off the side of the... I see. Something off the side of the area that we really don't need to get too involved with. Right, let's get on with this. Watch out!
Don't take the bait. Patience.
Oh, that's one of them. I thought that was one of us. Now he doesn't have a shield. Just a few arrows if we can. 1, 2. I'm down here. 3. Oh, there's a guy at the top as well. I missed him. He's constantly moving, so we'll just keep moving as well. Oh, this guy's going to come with his axe. So remembering to do that's quite useful, especially if I don't remember to parry his attack. But there goes his head. So we're alright, no heads. No heads attached. Oops. It's interesting to have that dismemberment kind of a thing now. Just gives it a bit more of a, I'm going to say realistic feel, but... So yeah, when you're in the middle of an attack, your parry will be totally useless. Take this guy down, take this guy down! Oh my god. What the hell? He just, like, devastated my health in one swing, and I thought I'd recovered it all. So we'll just use some berries to get our health back up. And wipe this guy out. Remember the dodges. Don't need to shoot him because, yeah. Problem solved, right? Let's just heal myself up a little bit more. So yeah, it's all just a bit different. Not like drastically. Get in the boat. And hop on. This looks like a really tiring way to command a ship, you know, especially if you're going a long way. You got to hang on the side of there. That get quite tiring. Pretty quickly. So okay, where are we going? We're going to our home, all the way down there in Fornburg. It gives us a chance to see the fantastic scenery of Norway. The fjords.
Rather silent, Eivor. Anything to
I don't think I've got much to say about it, other than let's get the hell out of here.
Suffered no losses in this fight, and the men who humiliated us are dead.
What more do we need to say?
There to say.
Oh, something like I was stupid, selfish, reckless.
So, yeah, so far I've quite enjoyed this. The bits that I've played earlier.
My version.
Obviously I'm playing back over some stuff right now that I already did, so... But I haven't played this on stream yet, so it made sense. Okay, what have we got? I can't remember where we're going. Not that way is where we're going. Have I got room to turn around here? Oh, I don't know. That was close. We almost smashed into the... Follow the coast. No. What's the point of getting the sail out? I've actually just got myself stuck. There we go. That was just silly. Sail up? Nope, sail down. Sail up? Sail down. No, we're alright. Our sail situation's okay. So yeah, we wanted to go that way. I just got completely trapped in what I was watching. So yeah. That's pretty much everything with regard to what's new in the game, at least at the moment. I like it. The storyline feels like it should be interesting. That's pretty much just an Assassin's Creed storyline, you know, but... I think we can have some fun with it.
Someone is setting up an outpost on that island.
Outpost on the island. Let's take it out.
Even with you half in the grave, we could
Easily, you're right. Let's just raid them. Go straight in. Ram our ship right into the right into the beach. Ikenoi. Oh, that totally missed. I can't see anybody close up enough to take that. And then this. Just to finish you off. This is good. Yeah. interested in watching.
We have what we came for. Let's go.
Right, so let's just loot whatever's here. Just to make sure we're doing our jobs as Vikings. To loot and pillage, right? That's our job. Now, what's in here? I think there is something in here that's useful. Got some treasure. Yeah, don't stand on the chest to loot it. Very easy to get up on top of that stuff. There's a two-handed axe there that I knew about. All the primary wealth has been found, so we can use our bird to see if there's anything interesting around. There is some stuff up there. Some people fighting. Don't know if that's important. But pretty much we just need to get out. However, I'm going to do this first because I know there's some stuff up there that I want. I would like this stuff. I think. I would like it. So we're just going to be flying around the fjords of Norway. Harald ships come and go and give us no trouble, just as you said. Raven ships are few and show no great strength. The land is ours to take. We'll see about that. There's a lot more, I think a lot more interesting sort of stuff going on with this. That light's gonna bother me. Okay. This background just makes it worse, you know? Okay, let's get back on the boat and let's get to where we're going. Let's forget all about that. Let's get on the boat and get going. Whenever you want to take command, that'd be great. In this really uncomfortable command position. Right, if you can just turn the boat round, thanks. And then sail up. No, sail up. What the hell? The sail's got a mind of its own. The sail can't decide whether it wants to be up or down. So yeah, there's a lot of other stuff we can pick up over there. At the moment, let's just get to this. Let's get to the place we're aiming to be. Let's get home. Visit the village.
No surprise there. This war has spun on for 3
It's a long war.
I hardly expect him to relent.
Your hatred for that man burns bright wolf-kissed.
I constantly need to look at the map. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way. To remind me exactly where I need to go. Because again, it's another one of those massive maps, you know, with lots of stuff going on. That's annoying. Do you know what? I'm just going to be constantly annoyed by that lamp, but that's worse. Okay. Did I miss where I was going? No, I didn't. Okay. This part of things is a bit, you know, at least with some of the older sort of, with some of the other games with the naval sort of stuff, you felt there was a bit more room for naval combat. I assume there is going to be battles from ship to ship in this, but it just doesn't really maybe feel the same without kind of weapons on the ship, does it? But obviously you can't have a game of Vikings without longships. Especially when it's all about them travelling all over. Yeah, there's all sorts of, like, these yellow dots that you see on the map are what are things that are called wealth. Essentially, kind of crafting materials, so ingots of metal, or they could also be like skill books. Some of them are weapons. So they're worth having a look at. That one there, if I remember rightly, at the moment isn't really accessible. Let's dock. Let's get on with it. Move that over there. Just gonna move that out of the way just now because I don't normally like it being on the right anyway. I don't know why, I just, you know, prefer it to be the other side. I suppose that way it looks more like I'm looking at the game, doesn't it? Let's get off the ship and let's go and see what the story's all about then. Now that we've got through the whole tutorial kind of phase, if you like.
For good this time. A warm welcome as always,
At least you know, doing this one, you know, whenever Assassin's Creed games did like a tutorial kind of thing in the past, it always felt like it's just the same stuff again and again and again. But with this, there are some features that are quite different, so I suppose control scheme just slightly different as well.
And what of Sigurd? Has he returned from his raids?
My husband should be home today. The last we heard, he was approaching Stavanger.
Good to hear. We have need of his courage.
Sigurd will not
Well, it's an interesting it's an interesting thing, and I suppose that what's a bit better about it as well is, you know, like when they did the last two, obviously they had one set before the other one, but also set before the assassins kind of existed. This one at least is set at the time when the assassins existed.
You should take it to Gunnar. He will give it back its
If we're talking about lore, but you know,
I do not advise.
who's really bothered by that?
He is meeting with a messenger.
I suppose a lot of people I should be quiet.
Wait.
That's causing all sorts of issues with colour, actually. Give me one moment. I'm just going to pop... Oh, my camera size has gone weird as well. Sorry, I just need to fix something very quickly. Which is really just to get rid of this background. Because it's not helping. It's going to be falling down on me as well, I guarantee. And that's annoying, because I resized my camera. Right. Let's play again. With the background like that, it might be a bit less likely to bleed all sorts of weird colours on my face.
It stirred something.
I hope.
A feeling I have not had since the day he was killed. Since the day I got this.
Memories of past agonies, of sadness and pain.
I don't think I've got the space to really use this.
She could help me make sense of my feelings.
Take your time getting settled.
Because I'm pretty much...
See you at the Longhouse.
I'm not that far away from a pretty big screen, so maybe a smaller screen size is a better idea.
Maybe Gunnar can help you with both.
I will let
Maybe.
you know.
Well, let's get on with it. Let's see what this is all about. 2 skill points. So, there is a new skill tree. It's quite different, actually, from what it was in the other games. So, these are various nodes and skills. You level these up. The tree gets bigger and bigger as you level more stuff up. It's obviously got to fill quite a bit of space. So it's quite a large skill tree. I am going to head down the stealth tree, because I know that that's going to become important fairly soon. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to go that way, and you'll see why when we gradually start to level up. In fact, I've got more skill points right now. We'll take that one. So we want that backstab, just because it'll give us a bit better attack power going in behind people, sneaking up on people. That's what we want. There's an assassin after all, eventually. And we want more stealth, because I also want that skill, which is the advanced assassinations, and by the time we unlock that we should have the assassination ability. That just means that we're going to be able to take down higher level targets more easily, hopefully. So, wait, did I just get 2 more? Is this why she's more powerful? Because she keeps getting extra skill points? No, I don't think so. Shield, we can also go with a 2-handed weapon, but I'm not going to use that. Looking rough. Like are you?
Eivor, did you
Not really, no. I was lucky to get away with my life.
Return with a boat and a full crew.
Yeah.
That is worth more than silver.
She was lucky to get away with her life. It's pretty much the whole situation there, really. Who's this? It's me, yes. Look who it isn't. It isn't me. What are you talking about?
Practicing your wordplay, Albus.
Ah, Eivors! The only mouth in Midgard
Oh,
from
no.
which I fear mockery.
You told me
Poetry writing. This is quite an interesting little thing, actually. I don't know how much of this comes up in the game.
How about
But
another lesson then?
flight.
Quick flight.
It's a
Right
word
here,
battle.
right now.
It's like
What do you say?
the greatest rap battles of history or something.
Let's try flight.
Historical rap
Well,
battles.
let's put a few coins down as a wager. Most of those who enjoy flighting have an equal fondness
I'm sure they do.
for betting. But today we'll abstain. Let me begin.
No betting. So this is basically,
In flighting, it's
yeah,
key to match cadence and rhyme.
they do
It's
rhyming,
about sound as
and
it
you
is
have to
about
kind of
time.
answer by using the same sort of
Careful
cadence,
in
and everything else is the
choosing
rhyming
words
that they're doing.
you say.
I'll recall what you taught ere I
So something
enter
like
the
that.
fray.
He says,
A
perfect
fine
rhyme,
answer.
fine answer.
Perfect rhyme and a lovely cadence to match my
So
line.
yeah, it's like kind of rap battles,
Let us
but just
examine meaning.
talking.
In flighting, you'll need to be cutting and keen. It's about wielding wit more than bending
Yes.
your spleen.
It is,
If
yeah.
I tell you you're foolish and stupid and dull,
Then I'll tell you you've nothing inside of your skull.
Then I'd tell you you've nothing inside of your skull.
a good response. I called you stupid and
So that's
you
basically it, yeah.
frowned.
They say something nasty about you, you turn it back on them.
When you
Or
think
generally
of
make
too
it a bit more
many
interesting.
perfect retorts, use the one that best matches the meaning. Last one. So go then and conquer the world
Yeah.
with your wit. Go be clever, be quick, show your spirit
Yes.
and grit. I look eagerly forward to seeing how you fare.
I'll flight you with flourish and best you with flair.
I will flight you with flourish and best you with flair.
Perfect.
I could
yes.
destroy him with such a line.
You could destroy me with such a
Absolutely
line.
destroy him.
Your flighting's astounding. You're worthy of praise. You swing a fine axe and you turn.
Yeah,
a
all right,
good
that's great.
phrase.
Thank you, Elvis. I'll take the lesson
Was
to
I not
heart.
supposed to do one there, no? We've leveled up our charisma. Oh, that's why it's not working. That's another mission we need to do in a little bit, but I will do that after this. I'd forgotten that there's that guy to speak to, but there's actually all these other things you can do as well. Why I just swung the axe. So there's all sorts of little missions around town.
Can you point me to some good hunting grounds? I could. But I don't
She's
want
obviously a
every
huntress
iron
of some
shot in
kind
the
that
bow
we're expecting
scaring
to
away
show
the
us
game.
decent
Bring
hunting
me your
areas.
deer
She's not going to
antlers
yet,
prove your skills.
because I have to
I
get
can
deer
find
antlers
a
first.
story for you. A worthy challenge.
So we'll do that
I'll
at some
see
point
you
as well.
soon.
We've got someone down here. I'm going to go to the blacksmith last. I could have gone across that rope. I don't know why I didn't. There's this guy
Sven, have you
who does
decided on any
tattoos.
tattoos?
A few worth looking at?
Show me what we got.
Let me have a look.
Go ahead.
See what we got. So, tattoo and barber. We can also do our hair. We can have face tattoos. I actually think I'm going to go with that one. We can do hell signs. Let's pop that on, just because I feel like doing that. Tattoos on our arms. May as well do the other one. Do a tattoo on your back as well. We'll have Jormungand again. And yeah, you can do your hair, so you can do... Basically, you've got like two options for hairstyles. You can shave your head, like that. Or you can have it like this in different colours. So we're going to go with the dark brown.
Good. Need
Nope.
anything else?
No need for anything else. There is actually someone else who gives you tattoo stuff in the town as well that we can go and speak to in a moment. But there's a couple of little side things here, little things you can do for fun. Just to kind of show you through those. This guy here, you can play a game of dice with him. A game of dice that I have no idea how you play properly. We'll have a quick game and I'll show you what I mean.
Alright then, let us begin.
So we've got this game. And we've got these dice. Each round has 3 phases. You roll the dice. And you can either gain tokens, attack or defend. The tokens you use to have God's favours, which are like extra little things that help you defeat your enemy. So you can use them, and you can also resolve that where at the end it decides how much damage and how many tokens have been received and taken away and all the rest. So let's flip heads. It's tails. He plays first. So what do you do? Well, you roll your dice and you select dice that you want to keep. So in this case he's selected 2 shields and a hand. The hand steals your god tokens. This tells you what it is. 1 damage, block 1, 1 damage, block 1, steal 1 from the opponent, gain 1 of them. If it's got a thing around the edge of it. So if they've got a thing around the edge of them, you should really keep them. Because it helps quite a bit. I'm not going to keep 3, I'm going to keep 2. He's kept the ones that have all got the gold thing around them, and look, so now he's got 2 more. See if I get any more. 1 more. What have I got here? 2 attacks and a defense. I'm also going to take 1 for stealing stuff. And then I'm going to confirm that. So I've got 1 less dice than him there, but it means I've got, oh, he's got gold ones for everything. So there we go, I've got like 4 gold ones. So now we can choose a god favour to invoke if we want. I don't have enough tokens to do it at the moment, I don't think. So let's deal 2 extra damage to him, although we're not going to deal any damage to him really. No one's going to deal any damage to anyone by the look of things. So each thing with gold round it gets us a token. I got 4 tokens. We attacked, he defended all my attacks, and I defended all his. However, not enough tokens, right. So if you've not got enough tokens, you don't get to use your little power, which is interesting. So, dice to keep. So, again, as I say, the best ones to keep are the ones with a little gold square around them, like so, although we're going to do like no damage this round if we use those. But never mind. And he's going to keep 3, oh, he's going to keep 2 attacks. So we'll roll these again, we've got nothing. Again, what does that one do again? That's just a block. So, we won't be taking any damage this round. And we will be picking up a lot of these gods. So I suppose we could use the god's favour. Roll the last dice. Gives us 1 attack, but he's got 2 defends, so it's not really going to be much use. We can use this though, because we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of those. Plus we're going to grab 1 of his, so 6 more of the tokens. And we did him damage! So all in total we should get... Oh no, we're going to take 3 damage. But that's fine, because he's going to take 3 damage as well after we've done all this. So even on the old damage at the moment. So yeah, pretty much keep the... if you can. He's rolled that and he's immediately gone for an attack and well, 2 attacks. Well, I'm going to take an attack and a defense one and I'm going to roll again. I mean, possibly. He's not kept any of the ones that require him to take tokens, probably because he's got loads of tokens already. So now he's got 4 attacks on me. Defense-wise, I'm going to have to take that, because otherwise I'm going to have no defense. So that's us getting a decent amount of tokens. I mean, we've already got plenty of tokens, so maybe I don't need to do that. So we're going to take 1 damage. I've got enough tokens to do this. So let's... I don't know. Oh well, if he does... Oh, he's not going to steal any of mine, so let's deal 5 damage. He's only going to do 1. So we should be alright. We're going to obviously take no damage from that. He's going to take 2 from this and 5 from the thing, so he's only got 5 left. The first time I played this, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. There's like a dealer button there. Also, we could steal 3 of his tokens. To be honest, I could probably do with tokens about now.
Not like this.
And to be fair, we've done him a lot of damage, so we're a bit better off right now. I'll use that for defense. Yeah, a lot of extra tokens, which should mean we can spend 2. Wow, we're in danger here. So that's going to take 5 off me like straight away. We're going to steal another 1, but that should let me take 2 off him. Oh no, I can do that. I'll do it then. That should be him dead, I think. Nice easy win. That is the first time I played it though, so... Winner. Too easy, yes.
This cannot be. I challenge
No,
you to another
I've got other things I need to do.
That is enough all
I've got other things I need to do. Thank you for joining me in a little game. So there's also this one here, it just helps us learn about archery a bit. I'm going to take a look at this.
Toby, trading a needle for an arrow.
This person's a tattooist,
Eivor, can you teach me the
but she
art
wants
of
to know how to be an archer.
I'll be happy
So let's show her.
See how I'm standing?
Stand like
Plant
this,
your feet in the
pull
ground,
back your string,
wider than your shoulders.
kill the enemy. Do this as well.
Breathe in as you draw
Burn
the
it.
arrow
No,
back.
didn't really
Look at
work,
the
did
point
it?
you want to hit, and now imagine the arrow passing
But that's
straight
fine, we
through
can kill the
it,
targets. So
far
basically
down.
we've just got to take down
Breathe
all of
out,
these targets.
and release.
You need to...
Thank you, Eivor. Now I have
Wait, is that it?
something for you.
Right, well wait, I want to take down all these targets just because, you know, practice makes perfect. This one you need to aim slightly above. Because he's high up. And that's it, that's all of those. So now if I put my bow away and speak to her,
See?
we actually get a
All in the
different
eye.
tattoo
Thank you, Eivor.
unlocked.
As a gift, I could design a
It's
new
like a weird
tattoo
one.
for you. Something to decorate your scar. A kind offer. I want this
Scar should be visible at all
Oh, I did not
times.
mean to offend. In any case, I do have a tattoo for you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Don't want it right now. I've picked my tattoos. Mainly because the one she gives you is not that good. So there's one other little side thing before we go and speak to the blacksmith. So it's the Ymir Scream, which is like just a massive red blotch on you.
Hello, Eivor.
I don't think it makes a great deal of difference what your tattoos are, though.
Is there no one who will go
So there we go now.
out with me?
All right,
Now this one's like a drinking game.
What is brewing?
Alvis tells me this brew is too strong. Think you
I'll
can
give it a
have
try.
few rounds?
We'll give it a try. Once. So here we go. Pick up the drinking horn, the mead horn. You need to just hit the button as it gets to the, like, blotchy thing. Oops. Missed it again. So just drink, 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 drink. Oh, I did it again. I think she's finished hers before me, which means I'm not going to win. Difficult to win anyway. Can't really get down it quickly enough. And you've also got to keep your balance as you get later into the game. Ah, we're done. She's too quick. She's drunk 2 already and I'm not even anywhere near finished this one. messing it up. So we're on our third horn and she's about halfway through her last one. She's finished. Yeah, we got close. Not close enough though. I lost the drinking challenge. That's okay. Oh my god. That happened. That happened. I didn't see that happen before, but yeah. We got inside someone's head. At the back of their eyeballs. It wouldn't be a Ubisoft game without getting inside someone's head at the back of their eyeballs.
Who would like to hear a story? Who would enjoy a tale of the gods? There has always been...
You'd think they'd have worked out how to fix that by now, wouldn't you? How to not, or at least how to not do that by now. Right, so this is the blacksmith. I think this clears our drunkenness as well.
Gunner, I have something here you might like to see.
Yeah. It's an axe. Is that Ben Kingsley?
I have not seen this beauty since, well, for some time. I forged this weapon long ago. Still looks good.
It's one of his finest weapons. But you can make it better.
But it swings well.
It's the finest one he's ever made, but you can make it better.
Give it a better edge and reinforce the handle. And as luck would have it, I have one
good.
left for the job.
Are you sure?
So we can upgrade our weapons at blacksmiths, which is pretty much standard. Obviously. Could you not make weapons out of cheese or something? Would that not be alright? So we can upgrade this. It's the only actual thing we can enhance. And that gives us just increased speed after each hit. And if we find runes, we can stick them in it as well. So that's good. I can't enhance the quality anymore, even though I have got a carbon ingot.
That should do it.
I can see what else he's got for sale. Let's have a look. So we can, pretty much all it is actually upgrading the stuff we've got. We can buy like a better bearded axe, better Danish axe. Basically just an upgrade of any of the stuff that you've got. I've got one to spend, so we're going to increase our... I'm looking to see what's actually different on any of this stuff. Not much. Doesn't seem to change that much apart from adding a rune slot, and it looks a bit different. Increases to critical chances and stuff. But pretty much you want to just improve your stuff over time. But you will also find weapons and chests and other stuff. That's all I need to know, thank you.
Return anytime.
So that's that done. The next thing, we can go back and speak to the wife of the king's son. However, all she's going to do is tell us to go here to Valka's hut, so we may as well do it now. Because that's what you're going to be asked to do anyway. Grab your horse. And get stuck on the bloody walls. Thank you. That was a great start, wasn't it? So we've got to ride out into the wilds. And up that mountain. To get to the person. We can just climb the mountain. It's quite easy to do. But I also want to look for some deer because we need to get deer antlers. So I feel like that's something we should be keeping our eye out for. There's a deer up there, look. Let's just get off for a minute. Let's see if we can get these 3 deer antlers that we were asked to get. If I can hit this bloody deer. Got him. Let's just go and collect whatever we can from it. Maybe we'll get antlers. Did we? No, we didn't. How the hell do we get antlers then? There's antlers there, why can't I have them? Oh, that's fine then. We couldn't steal. Was that a deer though, or was that like a? That looked more like an elk or something. A larger deer. Let's do a wee horse ride just to get to where we're going. Also, there's something over here. I just knock off that crow. There's something up this hill that I'm pretty sure we can't get up on our horse, so... Someone fighting that I can hear. Climb up. There's someone over here. Some sort of event. That's right, you get these in-world events. Where you can just visit some person doing some random thing.
I'll be the one to find it.
First suitor.
It must be around here somewhere.
Hail, brave champions, come find my comb. It's lost and lying low, where only the courageous go. Be you bold of breath and blood, do not wallow in the mud. Find me by the rushing waters, and be my fish in shining armour. What's this all about?
I think there are some spots.
Who's she
you
talking to?
missed.
What are these men hunting
Oh, they're
for?
there.
My comb. Whoever finds it wins
Oh
an
look,
evening
if
of
they can find her
company.
comb, they can spend an evening with her. Do I care to join them? I mean, presumably from reading that, it's got to be.
I'll be the one to find it.
It's got to be at the bottom of the waterfall, right?
It must be around here somewhere.
But the trouble is that you'll freeze to death before you even get the chance to find it. I think the suggestion was that it's under the water here somewhere. That's probably it there, but I'm not sure I can get to it before I start dying. Well, maybe we're alright. Is that it? We found the comb. Can we get out of the water in time before we die? That's the trouble. That was easy to find though. Let's just warm up a bit before we start swimming again. You're never going to find it standing there. So yeah, we can go a bit faster by holding the left stick. And guess what, pal? You were never going to find it standing on the rock like that. But I did.
I think this is yours.
A winner! What did she do? Throw it in the water?
A winner, and my comb have been found.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Wow. The price for finding my comb is some of my time.
A walk in nature.
Maybe more, if that is where our conversation takes us.
I see.
Is that what we're doing, is it?
You are different than the kind my flights
Am I?
attract. Burdened, decorated, and
Why are we...
Delicate.
the others, they are like clubs. Blunt.
Well, let's just see what happens with all this.
You are nimble, like a knife.
Are you so in need of suitors
Duh.
that any passing woodsman or Vikinger will do?
I was married once. My Alfie died.
Alright,
5
so she's
winters back.
been
Ours
on
was
her
a
own for 5
precious
years.
match. I do not need another. But am I to go the rest of my days without?
Yeah, I don't
love or
agree with
attention?
that concept. Why should you?
I think not.
And the comb?
Could be a
Ah,
comb,
okay, look,
could be a
she's got a
brooch,
little
or an armband,
place.
So long as it's lost and to be found.
So she
by
just
a
throws stuff
housekeeper.
in the water or whatever.
Any good tales come of this?
Once I thought the same man had
What?
stumbled
What?
across me 3
So what, she
times.
travels round the
Yet you're
world?
right. Turned out to be
Tri-
triplets.
Wow.
If this comb is worth nothing to you,
Throw it away.
what shall I do with it?
You could keep it, comb your hair, or I could comb.
Nah,
it
you're
if you
alright.
like.
Comb my hair. Is that why those men
Yeah.
scrambled over each other?
I could do more than comb your hair. Find all
Knots and
the
snags.
knots and snags and tame them, if you'd like.
Well, okay.
My shoulders are tense, and my hair is a tangle.
It's
I could use
what-
a softer
what?
touch for these kinks.
Then let me.
That's what you're expected to do, right? I don't actually know what. Was that it? Okay, that's fine.
Delicate touch. delicate voice. This was
That was all it was about.
Hold on to the coal.
Sure, I will. I'll probably throw it. I'll probably throw it in the next waterfall that I find. You know, that seems to work out quite well for you, throwing it in the waterfall. Or maybe I won't. Maybe that's a better idea. Right, so let's get back on track here. Could go up to that viewpoint. Well, that was odd. Is that guy still standing there drunk? Who knows? Who cares? Not my problem anymore. So here we go. Up the hill we go. Looking out for deer as well. So we can maybe grab these antlers. So yeah, the place I want to go is up there. Wait. Right, pop off the horse for a minute. Because there's another deer, look. See if that one has antlers. Damn it, I missed. Scared it off instead. That doesn't have antlers, so there's no point shooting that one. Seems a bit silly anyway. Right, where did it go? Where did it run off to? Not very far, I wouldn't imagine. Oh, it's disappeared. Right, well don't worry about that just now. Where's my horse gone? There he is. There he is! I don't know. So yeah, that's there, this is here. The place we're going for the viewpoint is the top of that hill. Which is relatively easy to get up. I'm going to get off here. And you can climb pretty much anything, apart from those white bits of ice. It shouldn't really be that surprising. You can mine ore at these things as well, so you can use ore that'll help you upgrade various things. Weapons, armor, pouches. Any piece of equipment that needs leveled up in the game. Pretty much iron and leather are your two go-to required items. Well, you notice it's obsidian. But I get iron ore out of it. Does that sound right? So before we head to Valka's hut, we're just going to clear out this area of all the stuff that's there. Take the viewpoint as well while we're in the area. The best way to get up to it is probably there. I don't know if there's some way we can climb the ice later. But for now at least, it's not that difficult really anyway. But look, so you can climb up areas that don't look like they've got a lot of points of grip on them. Synchronize another viewpoint and we can look around at nothing right now because there's nothing really to see, is there? Well, that might be Valka's hut over there, but... Now the other thing I've noticed in this is there's not always somewhere you can actually climb, you can jump down. Not like, you know, in the past where every game you had a cart waiting for you to jump into. This game doesn't really have that. You know, it has a cart or grass or... Sorry, hay, should I say. It was just waiting for you to drop into. And this game doesn't give you that as an option. Which is maybe good. Also, climbing down's a lot easier in this. You just hold B. Pretty much. Or, I suppose, circle if you're on PlayStation. Right, come on, where's my horse? There he is. That's not the same horse that I had a minute ago. Shape-shifting horses. Anyway, right, we're away to the house now. That just went up from 200 to 400 meters away. Why exactly? So there's an event up here. I know already. Which is there's a guy up here that's supposed to be guarding. But
So Ivan is asleep on his watch.
this guy's sleeping.
Explain some things.
Yeah, wake up, you fool.
Or you'll be cast into the
Wake up,
wilds.
you sleeping fool. He's still not awake.
Stay awake.
He's still not awake. He's actually sleepwalking. So we have to follow him.
Is he walking in his sleep?
Oh, there's a person. Who's that guy? Just a random.
They are everywhere.
Just a random walker
Everyone
in the hills,
dies.
just hill walking. Don't go to sleep, mate. He says, must not fall asleep.
Don't sleep.
As you can see,
See
that's
the
not his
sun.
name. He is actually sleepwalking.
Ivan, wake up! Your head
Yeah,
on
he's
the edge.
he definitely is. He's headed towards the edge there, where there's like a rope slide.
Rope slide?
Windy.
I mean, he has the.
Storm coming. What?
What can I say? He has the sense to get onto the thing when he's sleepwalking. I bet he's not sleepwalking now.
Ivan, calm down. You are asleep.
No.
You were.
Flying through the air.
In your sleep. A harsh
Imagine
awakening
waking up
too.
on a zip line.
At least you live. Have you always taken these dream walks?
Since my posting here. When I am in bed, I worry about ways we
Right.
could be attacked. When I'm on watch, I
Right.
cannot stay awake.
Only a fool stays awake all night worrying. You're tired when you
He's
get up,
tired.
the problem is still not solved.
Because he's oversleeping.
With the wisdom of Odin,
So instead of
I will think on these words when I am in bed.
Consider
being
it on your
sensible,
watch
he's
and
gonna
sleep
continue
when in
being
your
stupid.
bed. But now, report back before you're labeled a
Yeah,
deserter.
better go and tell everyone what you've been doing. Or maybe don't tell everyone what you've actually been doing, because that would be bad. But that's a mystery, apparently. We wondered what he was doing on his guard duty. Turns out he was sleeping. You know, fair enough. Needs a little nap every now and again. It's understandable. So now we're heading towards this mission objective. As I hop on the horse. And get going. See you there, pal. Oh, I can't just drop off there. Well, we can just go around this way. So this is like a kind of, I don't know what would they call these people? There's that guy that walked past us before. What would have been called, I suppose, like an oracle type person in Greek legend. Something else entirely in Norse, I guess. Inside this foreboding house. See, this is all really at this point just really introductory stuff, you know.
Volka? I need silence to hear the songs of nature.
And then you've got your kind of mysticism, your Norse mysticism.
Svala. She gives praises and she is greeted. For your hearing I hearken, O ancient ones.
Excuse me. Yeah, so the opening couple hours are pretty slow because most of it's video, most of it's cutscenes.
For your gift of savor. She gives thanks and she is blessed. Eivor.
But obviously we will
What brings you so
get into a lot more gameplay next time, I'm sure.
I have come for your advice.
Private advice.
Private matter. Come. Is your mother well?
Is she?
Her mind is a jumble.
She looks like she's, I don't know,
I fear her final
got
winter
very
has
little
come,
grip on anything anymore.
But she has me. Now, let her speak to your needs.
I don't think she does.
I have had a vision. A powerful vision. It may have been my battle lust or a
Delirium?
caused by the cold, but describe it for me.
Must be
After
delirium, I'm
17
sure.
years,
Must be.
I saw my father's axe again. And when I touched it, the vision came on fast. There was a wolf, howling and fierce. And then a figure.
This kind of starts us on the path, I suppose. And then someone arrives with a couple of guys who will be immediately obvious what they are.
Perhaps he means to speak with you, deliver a message. Only through Seder. Clearly, and unravel the threads that sit tangled upon your mind.
Magic of some kind. Not magic, really, more like herbalism.
What are you brewing? An elixir to loosen
My
Hoover.
Hoover.
Unwind your thoughts.
Loosen your Hoover.
You will enter
It's chained up to the wall. Can we loosen it? So I can get the floors done.
It may confuse.
Loosen up your Hoover.
But you must take note of all you see.
I must remember everything
Drink.
that I see when I'm in this
If you seek true understanding.
thing. Hooger. You poisoned me. You put me to sleep. She's killed me. It's bright light. Bright light. I'm not a mogwai, thankfully, so it's not too bad. But bright light's not an issue.
I saw nothing, Volka. Felt nothing.
There's nobody there. I'm shouting, Harvey! Harvey?
Why walk among the
Do you? Everything's snowy, it's impossible to tell. But there's a man talking to a wolf. I don't think this is reality.
Sigurd, brother.
When did he arrive in the land of the dead? I don't know. Is there something to be concerned about? He just disappeared. Like his body, then his sword. Hopefully we're not going to be inside the back of someone's head anytime soon.
What is this?
Is that like the Norns or something? I can't remember. Is that what they are? Urdur. I can't remember what they are. It's people that kind of show your path through. Someone's whistling. It just sounds like some random workman on the work site, you know, whistling a happy little tune. Oh, the snow just suddenly, the blizzard stopped, should I say. Blizzard, you have got a phone, haven't you? No.
Sigurd.
It's Sigurd! The guy who saved us at the start of the game.
What is this?
It's the only problem with a snowy landscape, you get a lot of very bright light in your face.
Our fates are fixed.
Sigurd.
Sigurd! Sigurd! There's his hand, look. He's chopped his hand off.
Sigurd!
And can we make him out? He's there, look. He's on the cliff edge.
What has happened?
This was not for you,
Who's Javi? Oh! He just shot away to the distance. And what's this now? It's a giant wolf. And that's all we get to see. Before the blinding white light strikes us again.
Steady, Eivor. It is Valka. I am here.
Also, you notice some of the scenes. Like there, the lighting and the contrast and everything else looks okay. But when you do that wider angle,
In a violent blizzard, climbing toward the summit.
okay, that doesn't look as bad as it did a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Odin and the Nornir were there. Yeah, the Norn. Yeah, Norn.
Odin and the Nornir spinning the threads of fate.
They were watching me.
Not watching.
Yeah, showing you,
They were
showing you the way.
The way forward. Your life.
Let me show you the way.
What lies before you. And where
Is
it
this the
ends.
way to Valhalla? No. The wolf's beckoning.
The wolf was eager for my attention.
Was it beckoning? It was
as
just
if
walking
were
away and we were following
begging me
it,
to
pretty much,
follow.
right?
You are the wolf-kissed.
Yeah, see there, like the lighting on
In this case, it might represent
Eivors'
your
back
or
looked
your
really
fear.
bad.
I saw the gates to Odin's Hall of Slain Champions. They opened for me.
Shades of
Normally, I
Valhalla,
mean,
for which you are destined.
obviously I'd be playing this if I was off
I do not
stream
know
without
what
using the
else to
capture
say.
card right now. I would be
My memories are faint.
in full 4K, but even then, it still seemed a bit. Well,
Did
I
you
say full
reach the
4K.
summit of this mountain?
Series X 4K, anyway.
I did, yes.
You decide what that means.
Sigurd was there.
I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good.
Pain.
From what I've seen so far, Watch Dogs has some good.
Then the wolf reappeared.
Definitely an improvement in Watch Dogs.
Dragon, twisted and terrible. It fixed its eyes.
Just the lighting and stuff.
Struck. Then
The reflections.
The gods favor you, Eivor. They always have.
But then the other problem is I don't want it to be too dark because it makes it more difficult for you guys to see what's happening.
But these portents
So obviously I don't want it to be too dark.
truth. The missing arm, the trail of blood, the beast.
The beast.
You will betray your brother, Sigurd. That is the meaning
I will
of your
betray Sigurd. I'm not going to do that.
Be right.
He's a nice guy.
Betray Sigurd. He's my brother.
Isn't
my
he?
family.
The Northnir have spoken, and this is.
So they're saying that we're going to betray our brother.
No, this is wrong. Or you misunderstand. That cannot be right.
So I'm hoping this game, I mean, bearing in mind this is another Ubisoft game, obviously I'm a little concerned about the fact that Watch Dogs was having that issue where if it froze it would wipe your save. I hope that hasn't happened with Assassin's Creed as well. That would actually be really annoying. What's that guy wanting? Alright, mate. Having a good day? Were you spying on me? Oh, he's backing off now. Right, a couple of skill points available for us, so let's upgrade some skills. As I say, we're going down here first, and then we'll work our way around. So I'm going to go that way just because we're not doing assassinations at the moment, so there's no point doing that until we've unlocked them. Although we will be unlocking them soon. In fact, let's just do that because then it gives you a bit more of the tree. So as you can see as well, right? So the tree that the game has is obviously going to be pretty bloody big. There's obviously going to be a lot of skills available to unlock on this. And also the attack boosts and stuff like that are worth having. So time to go back to the settlement. We can do it by fast traveling, or we can ride the horse. Let's ride the horse. So now I need to return. There's lots of other stuff obviously you can see. I mean, look at that view down there. Isn't that fantastic? The clan is happy to see I've returned.
Lead me. Be my eyes.
It almost makes me wonder if there's some kind of... I want to find out something. Where would I get to the options? No, do you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not really that interested. I always look at a game and it says it's got a a photography mode, and then I kind of go, all right. And you look at it for about 2 minutes. Other people have a lot more that they like to do with them, but I generally end up looking for it for 2 minutes, maybe taking one photo and never touching it again. But there are areas, like in the last games, there are areas you can look at where people have taken pictures. In fact, I wonder. See if I go to the world map right now, I mean, you won't see them. Oh yes, you will. So like there, but the online, I don't know if the online stuff just isn't working properly for Assassin's Creed at the moment. Or what it is. Doesn't matter. Seems like I've been having problems with that for everything. Watch Dogs had the same issue where it's not connecting to the Ubisoft stuff. I don't know how we're getting down. I don't think it's this way. Oh, maybe. Quick ride down the mountain instead of the way we're expected to go. A couple of deer down there, or is that horses? That's the waterfall we were just at with the person, isn't it? I know our horse can go a decent distance in the snow, but it can't jump down a mountain. It can't jump down a mountain, unfortunately. Or maybe that's fortunate. No, so we're going to get off here. And we're going to get down into this area. This is kind of the dull part at the start of the game, you know, where everything's not particularly very exciting yet. Apart from that big fight at the start where everybody died. So yeah, this is our hometown village. It's a village, I mean, because there's not that many houses. Unless everybody sleeps under the one roof, do they? I don't think they do. So yeah, you can either go with like the path, the road through the mountains, or obviously just climb down. Climb up the face of the mountain, climb down the face of the mountain. Down sheer rocks and whatever else. So there we go, we're back in town, which allows us to get on with the mission. We actually beat him at that, I'm quite surprised. The first time I tried to do that, I didn't beat him. He's telling stories. Battleborn Aesir hating the Vanir. So yeah, basically we're listening to folk tales. Does he just sit there and speak to himself otherwise? Oh yeah, Freya. Okay. We could still try and beat her at that drinking game again, but I don't really want to right now. So instead, let's go over here where we will now be able to speak to the king, hopefully. Not me, I don't want to do your drinking game. The timing on it's really annoying.
They must be finished now. The king has called for his best.
Talks are over.
Talks are concluded.
We can go inside and talk to the king. There's nothing else to do right now in the area anyway. Well, there might be. I mean, if we went and hunted around, I'm sure we could find all sorts of stuff. But right now, I just want to go to this stage.
I believe he will see the wisdom in it. Good. It is all I can hope for.
Nah. Remember, he is angry with us.
May the winds.
The winds.
Favor your voyage, Guthorm.
The winds. See, we're not going to find out in this playthrough again, in this part of in this stream, I guess, but I'm really interested to know how this works out. When to change to a different, when to change between characters.
I do not mock you, king. I mean to embolden you against your enemies and your own.
Imagine being able to tell your king just outright, your judgment's rubbish.
You know nothing of my plans.
You're a rubbish king.
Sigurd would agree with me.
My son might agree with you, but he would obey me.
Does he?
He knows his place.
Not as well as he knows his father.
Yeah, well.
Imagine
He knows how to speak to his dad, that's the thing, isn't it?
That vastly outnumber your own. What profit does open war bring?
Well, not any immediate profit, that's for sure. These days, a lot of people try and defend that as the only reason for one, you know. Oh, well, it creates a lot of profit. I'm like, what? Shut up. Do we not have any allies?
Do we have any allies to speak of? Or is that your excuse?
It's crazy, isn't it, that she can speak to him like this? That anyone can speak to him like this. You'd think that he would immediately pull an axe out of his, I don't know, off his back and go for her. Yeah, so he's planning something. We don't know what yet. Something to link up with the other Vikings.
When I took you in as my own, never did I imagine such disrespect from the child of Varin.
He calls me disrespectful.
Your father was a fine man, just and loyal to me.
He died a coward, is what they'll say.
He died a coward, Lord.
Because in the way of these people, you know, he did.
Let it go. Think only of the days to come.
Yeah,
of your future and the victories at hand.
I need to fix my lighting situation so that I can use
Until
that
it's wiped
properly.
clean, I want nothing else.
So he's pretty much just going to let me do it now.
At that wound again. But if there is something that can chase these shadows
Uh-oh,
from your
what's that?
thoughts,
Trumpets.
Sigurd has come.
Oh, good.
Down at the docks, his ship is
Sigurd has arrived. He hasn't got an arm missing, has he? He's got both of his hands. More skill points. Let's spend those before we continue on. I'm going to take this one, which opens that tree. That gives us more stealth and other stuff. Chain assassinations together. As I say, I want this. So we'll take the health boost just now. Take the health boost. Oh, we've got enough to upgrade one of our gear pieces. The question is, do we want to upgrade these? Or do we want to... We could upgrade this axe. What exactly would the upgrade do? So that would put it up in attack and everything else. We will see about that. In our inventory we've got a rune now as well for weapons. And a lot of trade goods. Let's see if we can stick that rune on my weapon. Yeah, runes. Boost the attack a little bit. What do we want to upgrade? Well, I've got plenty of... Tell you what I am going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my ration pack. My quiver. Still got plenty. Okay, that would cost a bit too much. We'll take that one. Bit of a boost to our quiver. We're now carrying more arrows. I don't know how many more, but more. Well, let's upgrade everything else. Let's upgrade as much as we can. Our Hunnish bow. We're not going to have a lot left in a minute, but I feel like we should upgrade every piece of it at the moment while we can. And I'll upgrade my axe. Oh, I can upgrade that again. Or this. Well, that will actually improve its armor rating now. Let's do it. And that. We could do some big upgrades on this stuff. Okay, well, do it again. It's pretty good. Right, so we've upgraded everything to the stage that we can right now. What else is new in there? Quest item. That's to find the 3 reindeer antlers. Oh, well, those weren't reindeer that we were looking at, though, were they? Well, let's run down here to the docks. I can't upgrade my ration pouch any further because it needs a pretty high amount of stuff. Here we go, let's go and talk to Sigurd. See what he's come back with. The spoils
Hey, careful with that
of
one.
war. See those 2 guys over on the right?
Eivors!
Sigurd!
Ah, look at you, blood-soaked drinker. What, have you been warring with...
I've been warring without him, yes.
And you, Soldier
Killing
of
some
the
horrible
Gang.
people without you.
I smell the stink of a dozen kingdoms in your beard.
Just the start.
And his wife.
My dear wife, your husband returns, bringing gifts and riches to share.
And new friends.
Yeah, these 2 guys.
Yes, Basim.
Oh, now what are they dressed
We
like?
met in Miklagard, and they showed me her buried secrets.
They're dressed like Altair.
To Sigurd for his invitation and eager to pay tribute to your king.
My brother is always very careful with the company he keeps. If you're standing safely beside
Probably
him,
means you're okay, right?
he must like you.
Save the introductions.
So I'm
until our
wondering,
bellies are full.
with some of the stuff like the customization options and stuff like that, the tattoos and the hairstyles, whether any of that can be changed more. You know, if there's going to be more we unlock as we kind of go around, or...
They must have cut the tail short. I killed my captors and recovered
Yep.
my crew.
We
But that
recovered our
God
crew.
scolded me. You know where I stand, brother. Nothing short of war will dislodge Jotbe from our lands.
There's all these like quick actions, so we can do like raids and
I know.
actually call our ship to us. I was not aware of that.
Thinks too much and acts too little. Today that changes. I promise you. By the winter's end, the name
Kjotve the Cruel
curse on the lips of a drunken fool.
is the guy that killed our dad at the start. And he was very cruel.
My son, welcome.
That's why he's called that, I think, because of what he did to those people.
Tonight
Sorry, I'm
we
just trying
feast and
to
celebrate your
sort out some
return, Sigurd.
stuff.
The tables are laid with barley and lamb, bread and mead.
And no more, I beg you. I want nothing you would not serve a thrall.
Okay.
Let me be the one to honor you. I bring gifts and tales from faraway lands. After 2 winters away, I am full up with both.
With both what?
Very well, very well. Come inside.
And when we are fat and satisfied, Father, we will talk of...
So there we go. Now he's decided he's not going to just do whatever his dad says.
Once and for all. He has dogged us too long. Shamed us for too many seasons. I know this.
Yeah.
Eivor knows this. It ends.
Now he's speaking my language.
Yes, of course, when the time is right.
Now he's speaking our language.
Through Rusland we barreled down the Volga River. Raiding
Can
as
you
we
play this
went.
game with
Tribes hurling spears at our ship. At Miklagard,
well, let's have a look at this
we saw
first.
men bedecked in riches as vibrant
This is
as the
Sigurd
birds
talking
of
about his
the
adventures around the
These
world.
we took for our troubles, of course. We sailed to Rome, then Africa, past oceans of sand, warriors of all colors, and beauty the eyes must weep to behold. And now I have returned.
Rich.
With riches and glory
Did the-
to share with my family.
It's interesting to think of. It wasn't something I was aware of, but I suppose it must be the case that the Vikings were travelling to sort of the east and stuff like that. Well, I suppose anywhere in the Mediterranean area they could get into quite easily. Which would take them to Africa and obviously the sort of Middle Eastern areas. Before we do that, let's see and chat to these people.
Sigurd has raised the reputation of this clan to new heights, Lord. We could not have asked for a more
I don't think his beard looked as grey as that before, did it?
Could have. Had Sigurd spent his last 2 winters here, in Fornburg, defending our lands, we might have been...
Oh, he's talking about
You always said
protecting
we
their
need
own
more
borders.
warriors to fight Kjotve. And for warriors, we need wealth, which Sigurd has brought us.
The wealth he brings will not buy us an army.
Only buys time.
Only buys us time before our...
Lots of time.
You talk like a man with one foot in Helheim. Have you no plan of your own to rid this land of our enemy? Will it fall to
Probably.
Sigurd and me?
I do.
Probably.
It will fall to you and Sigurd to accept it. And I must have your word that you will.
What's it going to be?
You so order it, my king, it will be done. You have my axe until the end.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see what it is. That'll be the question, wouldn't it? What's it going to be? What's he going to tell us? I do actually know, but I don't want to.
Eivor, have you paid a visit to Valka?
I did.
And?
It is not something
Not
I
something
can
you want to
speak
speak
on.
about. Okay.
Wish to.
I understand.
Your bed will be warm tonight with your husband returned.
Sure, yeah,
Must be a
great
good
feeling. Sure it is.
It is a different feeling. Warmer, but with less space to
Oh,
stretch
she's got
my
less
arms
space
and
to
legs.
stretch.
Are you not happy to see your husband return?
Of course. But it has been so long, he seems a stranger to me.
No, she hasn't been around her husband because he's away warring all the time.
Can you not rekindle the flame
Back
that
from the
once
war.
burned
Oh,
hot?
gotta go back to the war.
When he crawls into bed to warm me, as you say. it will be with
Farts and honeyed
farts
breath.
honeyed breath.
It'll be with farts and
We
honeyed
should all be
breath.
so lucky.
The farts. I don't want to sit down just now. I want to talk to the people. This is Hytham, yes.
Yes? And you are Eivor?
I am. I hope this ruckus does not overwhelm you. We tend to drink and talk
Yeah.
at equal speed.
Not at all. The wood smoke from your fire pit does sting the eyes. But the warmth
Yeah.
is welcome.
Of course.
It's much warmer where he lives.
Must be rather warm where you live.
Where I live changes from
Where he's
week to
from,
week.
then.
But always I am with my mentor, Basim.
Your mentor. For
Oh,
what
he can't
cause?
tell you.
A noble one.
He can't tell you right now.
As the world is old. But let us leave it at that for now.
I understand. But if you hope to stay tight-lipped for the rest of the night, keep
Yeah,
clear of Tekka's meat.
Ah, thank you for the warning.
Yeah, keeping clear of the mead won't be a problem for him or his friend.
You're Basim.
Yes, I was only told your name about 10 minutes ago, so
Can I fix that?
Sigurd spoke often of you.
not that good a memory necessarily.
A celebrated warrior. I am
Yeah, and me, you.
Likewise, Basim. And how did you come to meet my brother?
He sat down in Constantinople some months ago to rest and resupply, he told me. But
Yeah, he had other plans.
men with eyes that gleam like his are always up.
Everything seems to move so much more smoothly than
He wished to raid the Hajj
seen
of
before.
Sophia.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
I will not bore you with the details.
planning on raiding their lands.
But I liked your brother from the first. I saw something in him that captivated me. As if
So are these?
a forgotten memory of an old friendship had suddenly resurfaced.
He has that effect on people. Enjoy your evening, Basim.
That's his evening. See, she didn't realise that. Well, of course they wouldn't realise that these guys aren't drinking for a particular reason.
I thought long and hard on a gift worth.
Because they can't.
You have
Because they're not
snared my
allowed.
curiosity, brother. What is it?
Not yet. Drinks first. To my first night in Fornburg in over 2 winters. It must end with me soaked and wall-eyed, shouting at the shadows of
Trolls.
And you want me to
We're going
say
troll
that you
hunting.
want
Is there
this
any troll
anyway?
hunting in this game? I
You
wonder.
are
Do we
stuck
go and
with
hunt
me,
trolls? Bring them out into the daylight. That's how to defeat them. Just wait until it's daytime. Keep them out of their caves.
Ah, you would put Thor to shame.
Get them telling a story.
Forgive me. On your first day back,
Like,
I should
right.
let you win.
Gods, you should have let
Nah.
me start.
No point doing that.
It is good to have you back, Sigurd.
I've missed this
Just
terribly.
standing in this hall chatting.
When I first met Basim, I regaled him with tales of our homeland.
Not a lot of people in here, are there?
I felt a heart longing to return at once.
Is this everybody? Like the whole town? Well, here we go. We're about to find out why they're here. Maybe. Something about why they're here, anyway.
These excellent men were my shepherds through much of their homeland, the Abbasid Caliphate. They are a clan not joined by blood, but by a common idea.
Oh, what's going on?
Executing their own form of justice. In my time,
What's
they
happening?
shared
What's
many of the most
happening?
hidden secrets, for which I am grateful. And now,
Just a cutscene, so I'm just going to check something while we're waiting for it to pass through.
for the finest warrior I know.
We're heading to Valhalla. Yes, it's very nice.
Beautiful craft.
It's a very nice thing.
What kind of smith makes a weapon like this?
It is less a weapon than a tool.
You're a tool. I mean,
One I have used for centuries to fight injustice and evil.
Mentor, I must protest. This is
it's a sacred tool.
Our wrist blade is a sacred
Do
tool.
not make a fetish out of cold metal, Hytham. What
Hytham.
matters is the mind of the one.
Any relation to...
Please, try it on.
No.
The blade should ride on the underside of your arm to conceal it
Sure.
from the target.
I have no wish to hide this, and I would rather not make the same mistake you two have.
Yeah, yeah, the finger. The finger. It's very nice, isn't it?
This is no mistake.
How are you activating it if...
It's a voluntary
There's a
sacrifice
tension of your
of our devotion.
forearm, I guess.
Eivor,
Like tensing your arm shoots the blade out, I guess, must be the... Is he wearing one?
This is not something for all eyes.
Lead on.
So now we have an assassin's blade. So we get to learn how to use it, as if we don't already know that.
This clan of yours, it has a name.
indeed.
But among the tenets of our creed is a vow to never reveal.
Yeah, so your name isn't something you can reveal to outsiders.
You may learn more, but not here, where the walls and trees may have.
I don't think they do. I mean, they're not those kinds of trees, to be honest. If there was cornfields, I'd be worried about ears.
Basic techniques. Wielded with skill and care, a blade delivers a singular killing blow. As you near your target, find your window to strike.
Like that, you mean? Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
I have not seen a blade so sharp.
Some targets are trickier than others. Keep that in mind before you.
So yeah, some of them are stronger than others.
Take that one down from the ledge.
Take this one down from the ledge, so run up the edge. And grab him from the edge. Like that. Hey, we all know about this, don't we? All this stuff. Jump on this one. Pretty standard stuff. We can go into there. Grab him from in the haystack. Is there any part of this that isn't obvious? So this is also some cover we can assassinate from.
You wield the blade well. Let's leave Eivor to enjoy her.
Well, I'm done with enjoying my gift. Let's get on with it.
Eivor, let us walk to the
Sure, let's walk to the
and take
docks.
in the night air.
Let's take a walk to the docks.
What do you make of my new friends?
They seem generous and menacing.
Well, that's their
with
job,
no
isn't it? That's what they're there for.
I know what you mean. And they have learning too. They wield numbers and writing as if it were magic.
Yeah.
Basim has shown me so much about the world. All of which I will.
So this is obviously him coming back, and he's got new ideas and new, new plans that obviously his father isn't overly excited about. He intends to take down the people who've been causing them problems all this time.
Have you returned for good? Or do you mean to join this Shadow Brotherhood?
Yeah, forget about that just now. That doesn't matter at the moment. Let's be honest, he was just looking for allies that he could use.
Our clan, our glory.
I missed you, brother. Your clear head and your courage. We have not had enough of both
No.
in recent months.
I'm sure you haven't.
Flatter me, wolf-kissed.
Mainly because it's dangerous everywhere.
From here to Valhalla, I will always
Yeah,
be
that's to do with the fact that you were just told that you were going to turn on him at some point soon, right?
Or I too large.
You're going to turn on him.
So much more beyond these stony fangs that rise
What's that
around us.
tower? I have to go there.
England, Ireland, Francia, all greener pastures, ripe for
Francia.
walking. Tomorrow we make new walls.
So he's decided we are going and killing Kjotve tomorrow. He's already decided, even though he's not in charge.
You. Only say the word.
Good. Get some rest and return here.
Sure.
First light.
Let's do that. We've completed the Prodigal Prince. A mission that introduces us back to him. And really kind of launches the whole story, I suppose.
The Northnir have spoken. You will betray Sigurd.
No, this is wrong. That
But
cannot be
apparently
right.
I'm going to betray him.
Odin fought against his fate. It can be done.
But in what way, that's the question.
Betray Sigurd.
In what way will we betray him?
Shit.
Right, so he sent spies after us, has he? Got some more skill points, let's quickly spend those. Because I know the path I'm wanting to take with these skill points anyway, so we wanted that. I feel like we'll just complete this section as well, just because, why not? Boost our critical chances. Can I get there? Oh, I can't take that one yet, why can't I? What's stopping me taking that one? I can't. So I can take that one. Right, okay. I don't really understand what the situation was. Oh, I'd used them all, that was what the problem was. That was why I couldn't take any more, because I'd used them all. That's fine. So we've increased our skill at stealth attacks. This guy's going to be pretty much in front of this place now. He's there, look. We assassination for you, mate.
This one would not have come alone.
But he's not on his own, there's others around, we think. Pop our bird up and see. Oh, there we go. We got somewhere here that they're suggesting bad guys are at. Let's see. Yeah, look. There's a guy there. And there's a guy there as well. Pop out of that and let's take these guys down too. Let's get rid of these guys. Run, 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 run. Pop up on there and we'll get rid of these enemies. This might be about where we finish once we've done this. Because that gets us to a decent point in the proceedings. So yeah, there's that guy over there. We're going to take him last. There's a guy right underneath here.
I have a bad feeling. Just the three of us. We should return to Notfall with our report while we can.
Can I get him?
Bring Kjötve news of the longships, or we can wake him with Sigurd Styrbjörnsson's head. Which is better?
All right. When Jot
I don't want that one. I want this one.
But I am not one for sticking around. Hear me?
Quit bawling, you babe. They may be
Is there a way I can get to this guy? I can't assassinate him from above there? No. That's annoying. There's another guy there. Alright, do you know what? We're going to do it this way then in that case. We'll come in from that side. I was hoping we could drop down on the other guy, but stealthily taking down opponents is the best option, yeah, I know. So we could whistle and draw his attention. Like that. Then that one will come and look for us. Drag him down and get rid of him. You know, just the usual assassination situation. He goes back to us, so it'll be nice and easy to take down. No problem at all.
Sigurd must know about this.
So we'll run back and tell Sigurd about this, and then I like sliding down stuff. That's good too. That's fun. So we're going to tell Sigurd that Kjötve sent his soldiers to attack us. There we go. I kind of want to progress through this to the point where I was earlier today. But I'm not going to be able to do it tonight, but that means next time we'll do that, and then everything will be as new to me as it is to you, potentially.
Have ruined us, Father. Until we cut off this serpent's head, it will poison us day by day, drop by drop.
Drop by drop.
The poison has already polluted our waters.
God save her. What happened?
Poison!
Three men sent by
Your
Kjötve
lips
to kill us
are
as we slept.
venomous
I returned the favor.
There,
poison.
you see? This is what waiting brings. We must answer this insult.
They came from
Poison
Notfall,
running
the
through
whaling
my
village under Kjötve's
veins.
control.
We hit him there. Burn it down before
I don't want to break these chains.
He may have sent more.
I
can search the village
wanna
and round up
break
the crew.
these chains.
I will send Hytham to
I got
search
DMCA'd for that. No, I won't, because I don't sound anything like him.
Rely on him while we are away.
We? Do you mean to join us?
Join us.
Bred for Valhalla like you.
They're going to join us in battle
This will be far from my first battle.
to fight our enemies.
I do not like this, but I will not stop you.
No, he's not going to stop us from attacking. Well, there we go.
Do not lead my son into the same
Alright, yeah,
storm
just treat me
as
like
you.
rubbish, because he decided to do that. Yeah, okay, that's my fault, is it? Right, okay. Okay, well, I'll tell you... We'll finish this mission, and then that's going to be what we where we finish off, I think, for tonight. This bit's always annoying. You get caught up on the bloody where everyone is.
We're off.
Right, let's go. Push out from the side, please. Turn it round. Yeah, we can't open the sail yet. Now we can. Okay. So yeah, there's some stuff up in the hillsides there, but both of the things that are up there are things we can't really do right now. Well, I mean, there's a legendary animal that we could probably attack if we wanted to. But the other thing is there's a house up there with a treasure in it. But when I tried to get it earlier, I couldn't push the thing that was in there to get in. So we'll do that at some point, but not right now. At the moment, let's just progress to the next storyline mission. And then, as I say, we'll finish once we've done that. Well, let's not feast on his dead. Okay, that seems a bit much. I didn't know Vikings ate people. Obviously not. But he couldn't, so shut up. And we're almost there. Pretty much just head straight for that place in front of us. I don't know how long this game is. Obviously the last couple of games were pretty long, so I'm assuming we can expect equivalent length out of this. Sorry, just adjusting my seat. There's other treasures and stuff outside of this town, but I think we can deal with that once we've done the mission we're here for. And raid them! Alright, we just totally crashed our ship into the bloody... into there. I don't know if a raid was the best route actually to do this, to be honest. So, we need to destroy... there's like supply things. I think that's one of them. Okay, no it's not. No, that's not right. This is one of them. No, 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 you don't. Oh, wait, no, he's with me. Okay. What's he doing? He just like totally... oh, these are the assassins. They're just totally hacking through everybody. Right, that needs to be destroyed. There is actually a way I think that I can do it. No, not like that. If I do this... we get a torch. Wait, pick it up. And then we can throw it to destroy... wait, is it not that one? There's supply wagons that we've got to burn. Oh, that wasn't one of them, sorry. Oh, one of them's... that one's down already. It looks like everybody's been doing it without me. So I'm just gonna, like, run up to where I know they are. There's one. No, you don't. Run! There's things that are going to explode there. That's that one. And there's one more up there. Just get rid of this guy while we're here. Whoa! That's the other stuff burning. Can I roll? Stop, drop, and roll? Yeah, that's more like it. Right. So up there is where we need to go now. Okay, well I'm going to let the flames have that one anyway. It's there, look. That should cause that guy some trouble in about 1 moment. Let's see. I think that took him out. Move it on. This mission's really quite easy as well, so... Take that. I'm just going to do this. That should burn it. That should do it. Now we'll just get rid of him with his shield. And that's it, I think. I believe that's the mission done. So, let's see what's around. There's a thing in here. Oh, I've just set myself on bloody fire. Yeah, there's a thing in here we can get. So we'll just go in there and get it. That gives us a skill. An ability. That ability is a flurry of throwing axes. So if I go to abilities, I can now assign these. So this will let me throw axes. Our enemies. You've also got ranged attacks as well. I know that's a ranged attack, but I mean you've got bow-based attacks. How about smashing the lock? There we go. That's that bit. There's also something over there we can get, so I'm going to just clear out all the interesting stuff that's here before we leave. If I can. I think I can. Before we go to the end of the mission. That was a very easy mission. But there is something over here I want to try and see if I can get. I can't actually remember. I don't know if I can. Are that enemies over there? 2 Vikings coming on that side. There's also something over there. Let's see what this one is. See if these are things we can get to before we finish this mission. Should be somewhere right in front of me at this stage. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's guys up there. Marauder's Den. Didn't even notice this before. 2 of them. See if that attracted any of them. Looks like it attracted that one. Don't know how easily you can get to where I am though. There we go. Well, that's easy enough. Oh, there's quite a lot. There might be more than just those 2 here. Oh, there's quite. Oh, that's a trap. Look, they'd hear me coming. I didn't know about this. So is that all the... Is that to say there's some kind of armor there? Yeah, there's some legendary gear here of some kind. 45 meters away. What I'll do is I'll probably just go and look for that rather than fighting these guys if I can help it. Make sure you don't set those alarmed things off. They still haven't seen me, so it's fine. 17 meters away is some kind of gear. I think somebody might have noticed one of those bodies. Does he come in here? Nice. Take him out nice and easy. Anyone else around? Just that guy. I wonder if we can attract him to us. Oh, maybe. Okay, here he comes. That's assuming he goes up over there. He's going to go through those bones, isn't he? I thought that would make a noise when he walked through it. Right, so where is this stuff that we're looking for? It might be underground. Or it might be... Oh, it's up there in the tree. Well, that's interesting. How can I get up the tree? How do you get up the tree? Oh, I see. I think I see. I could be entirely wrong. But this looks like it might be the way. Wait, is that 2 of them coming now? No, it's just that one, okay. Finish them off. They're not going to see me. This guy might, so let's try and get him. That might be enough. Now I've got a feeling we want to jump across between these, maybe. No? How'd you get up there then? How'd you get up into the tree? Oh, from up there. Okay. Well, let's do this quickly, because it shouldn't take too long to work out. Just go up here. 2 people sleep in there, but I'm not too concerned about them at the moment. There we go. Bit of gear for us. We get a warhammer. And no one will even realise I was here. What's that over there? Wait, is this... What's 250 meters that way, I wonder? Oh look, there's lots of stuff around here. Maybe I won't worry about that just now. For next time. Let's go back just now and speak to Sigurd. But that stuff we'll do next time. That was quite an easy camp to take down, really. Not too difficult. Not much to do to them. Just wipe them out. So we'll finish this mission and then we'll be ready to finish up for tonight, I think. Are those enemies, do you think, walking across in front of me there? Possibly, because this was enemy territory till about 5 minutes ago. Yes, they are. Well, that's fine. We'll just leave them to it. We didn't distract any of them there. So let's just head to the end of this area, and then, as I say, next time round, we'll be ready for a bit more action. I think. Right, back to Notfall. Back over there. Oh, all of that's rocking underneath me. I didn't notice that before. Although I don't think you can actually do that much to the area. It did get charred when that thing blew up though, which is interesting. And I think that the plant life can burn as well. Oh, it's Guthorm the Wise.
You, Gester. Name yourself.
I know his face. He met with your father not long
He met with the king, yeah.
I did, indeed. I am Guthorm, uncle to King Harold of the North. I speak for my nephew when there is need.
Speaks for the king.
This is not King Harold's land. Why does he send warriors so
Yeah, what's
far south?
You may ask him yourself.
So what are you speaking for him for if he's here?
Thank you, uncle. And you are Sigurd of the Raven clan, is that right? Son of the wise king Styrbjörn.
The wise king Styrbjörn.
And you are standing on his land, King Harold. Land we
How
have
wise.
reclaimed with blood and steel.
Wise. Wise enough, right?
For I have not come to war against you, but for you. At the request
Wise
of
enough.
The canny wolf. Was this the plan he spoke of?
I offer my support. With my warriors, your
We can
Raven
take down the
clan can
fortress.
take Kjotve's fortress and settle this rivalry for good.
This is good news, Eivor. The wandering king will tip our fortunes.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? We'll see about that. Sure, we got a common cause.
Any man who wishes to see the end of
You know, if we all want to get rid of him, that's fine.
We thank you, King Harald.
Your trust in me will be repaid.
This blood
Trust to be repaid.
King Harold. We welcome your help, but I must lead the charge.
Okay.
I see. Is this a question
Yes.
of honor?
It is. Many winters ago, Kjotve broke an oath to our fathers. He betrayed a friendly peace and slaughtered many.
I understand. Sigurd Jarl
It's a good place to finish, actually, as well.
Kjotve and his clan. Give him full command of my ships and my warriors. When your victory is in hand, Sigurd, find me at Alrekstadir, and we will celebrate
Big celebration. If we take down Kjotve.
Our men will
Kjotve.
gather at Florley, near the mouth of the fjord northeast.
Florley, okay.
Will you join us?
Hold a moment. You captain our longship, Eivor. Meet us there, and we will claim Kjotve's
Okay.
head for the gods.
Brother, I have waited too many years for this day. When Kjotve stands before us,
Yeah, why not?
the final blow.
You will have
I get to fight him.
You deserve it.
I get to fight him. Don't know how anything, if anything, changes.
Eivor, give us a hand. Harald is generous with his troops.
Yeah, very.
I cannot
Very
fathom
generous.
this game. He's either a young fool or deceptively
It's probably a
wise.
bit of both.
Whatever his reason, I have a good feeling this war is near its end.
Good. The war is nearing an end. Is that it then? Is it? They finish the war and then that's the game? I doubt it somehow. It's a really nice scenery. Can't help but admire that. Can't help but admire that at all. So there we go. That is... Well, let me just check something. That's our new quest, A Cruel Destiny. And that is a quest that we will do next time. Look, the game has immediately put me here rather than me having to go here. I mean, that's nice, but what if I didn't want to go here right this minute? Have a Warhammer. Don't want it right now. Any skill points unlocked after doing that mission? No. To be fair, there was not very much to that mission. So there we go. That was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, my first stream of that. Pretty good. Quite like it. Enjoy it, much like the last couple. And I've always enjoyed Assassin's Creed, so no harm done. I'm going to enjoy playing through this. And I hope you'll enjoy playing through it with me, or at least watching me play through it. You know. But for now, that's going to be where I finish up for tonight. So thank you very much for watching. And as I say, please join me again next time for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I might try and get my Watch Dogs save progress back up to where we were. At that point, we'll maybe finish the game if we can at some point. But for now, that's going to be where we stop. And we're going to continue with Valhalla for this foreseeable future. So yeah, thanks very much. See you next time. Good night.